So hello fellow Earthlings, this is Earthling 6455463728. And I'm not really very good at killing things, and that is probably a good thing. I have killed, that I can easily recall, I've killed 2 actual animals. One was a chicken when I was a kid. As it turns out, I held on to that chicken and I didn't think anything was wrong. Then I put the chicken on the ground, maybe somebody told me to, and the chicken was very unstable on its feet. Then it fell over and I think that it died. And the next thing that I killed was a mouse in our house. It was in the corridor and all the doors to all of the rooms were closed, and I had known there was a mouse in the house, and I had been hoping that my mother would quote unquote take care of it so that I didn't have to even deal with its dead body. But unfortunately, as has been the case in life, she didn't seem to be too interested in doing that anymore. And there was a mouse, and there was no space between, there was nowhere for it to hide or go. And I had a broom, and I kept hitting it until it was dead, and I don't feel good about it. Now, I've had other opportunities where I probably should have killed an animal, like I had rabbits for a bit there, and I really should have killed one of these rabbits because it appeared to have gone blind, and its teeth started growing because I guess it wasn't eating properly, so its teeth were growing longer than they should have been. And basically I took it to the, I was considering just hitting it in the head, but that seems so hard to do. So I decided I would take it to the vet, and it's one of those vets where you're on an assembly line. Go, 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 go. The vet didn't ask me anything. So what's wrong with this rabbit? What do you want to do? No. He cut the rabbit's teeth, the teeth that had grown long, cut them off, and gave me some ointment for the rabbit's eyes. And all right, thank you. Here's your bill. But I wanted him to put the rabbit down, and I didn't say anything. He didn't ask anything, so he just went to work. That's one of the reasons why I don't like any place where I feel like I'm a widget on an assembly line. So anyway, he didn't kill it, and one day I woke up and it was just dead on its own. I have encountered death before. I killed one other animal, but I think I killed it. That was not exactly my choice. Basically, the landlady, she was feeding this cat. I don't know that it was her cat, but one day I came home from driving around wherever I'd gone, and I realized that where I had parked, there was a flattened cat. As in, I had probably gotten into the car and driven off. And I don't drive fast like, I'm not like, is it the Beverly Hillbillies? It's Dukes of Hazzards. Yeah, I'm not the Dukes of Hazzards. So this cat maybe fell asleep, didn't hear me get in, and got flattened. And I'm sorry, cat. I would have felt really, really horrible if I had known that you were dying. As it was, the landlady, I put the cat in a bag, in a garbage bag, and that was the end of the cat. And the landlady came asking, have I seen the cat? And I didn't really feel that it was a good idea to tell her that I might have killed it. So I just said, no, I didn't see the cat. But yeah. So it's a chicken, a mouse, and a cat by accident. I didn't even know I was killing it. It might not have been me, but it was exactly where I had parked. So it probably was me. Which reminds me, when I was about 11 or so, I saw that happen. Like a cat was underneath a car with her kittens, and as the person came in to the car to drive off, the cat and the kitten scattered, except for one that ended up getting caught in the wheels and its eyes came out. I don't know if it popped all the way, but yeah, it was dead. That was crazy to watch. It seems really, really. I think my brain is probably making up some of the parts, but I remember the whole look of it being like if the cat was going to scream, but clearly it wasn't. Nothing, no noise was going to come out. And I don't think that I have like fished, like caught fish and killed it as a result and eaten it. I don't think that I have done that actually. I think I might have, but it could be that it wasn't that momentous, so I don't really recall it. But if I had to, I could go into robot mode, I suppose, and just do what needed to be done. It kind of reminds me of, is it Naomi Osaka? She says, tennis player, amazingly won, I think it's her second, or is it her third tennis title recently? And I was like, okay, well done. I think it was the US Open that she won. Congrats. I didn't know she had it in her. But she said that when she goes into that mode of having no feelings, that seems to work the best for her. And I think that is something that I more than likely would be able to do. I have seen my father kill chickens. Like, he got these chickens from a farm and he cut their throats and threw them in a bucket to die. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it, but that's how he did it. I don't know that I could have done that. Well, of course I could have done that, but it feels like it would have been pretty unpleasant to do that, because we kept chickens when I was a kid. That's why I was holding on to that chicken, because it was one of the chickens that my grandmother had. And I, of course, resolved that I was never going to eat any of these pet chickens. So whenever it was that these chickens were to be eaten, which was not very often, we kind of kept them almost as a tourist attraction. And then if something happened to one of them, as in, maybe it hurt its leg or something, or if it was getting too old, I guess then we would figure, hey, guess it's time to, give that one its a going away ceremony. But honestly, the only thing that I don't mind killing are mosquitoes. That is really spiders. I've played with them to the point where, is it not spiders, sorry, like is it lizards? I guess lizards. Sometimes as a kid, I would play with them, do all sorts of crazy stuff, but I was never really happy if they died or when they died. But yeah, I have not thought about that in a long time. And that's normally just like a little image in my head that scoots around from place to place, and it never gets vocalized or completely brought out for me to look at in my memory and be like, yeah, I used to do that. I used to put them in water sometimes and stuff like that. But I guess it's probably a good thing that I never got to the point where I was dealing with like killing the rabbits that we had for meat or something. I know two guys who did. They were two neighborhood guys, and they had no problem killing and skinning and doing whatever with the the rabbits that we had. I remember that I even had a rabbit's paw from one of them. I think the fur fell off for that one. I don't know how you're supposed to treat a rabbit's paw in order to preserve it or whatever. But I do recall being in possession of just the paw for a while. Maybe the fur eventually fell off of it, and it didn't smell, which was good because that would not have been pleasant. But I was surprised that I'm like, how did you guys get into killing rabbits? And I also ate the rabbit. It's odd. It's odd to encounter bones that are not a chicken's bones or meat, like beef bones. Yeah, it's unusual to have a bone that is like, it's just a weird bone. It's not hollow, it's dense, and it's shaped in an unusual way, and you know where it's from. You know it's from a rabbit, but it's just kind of odd to encounter this thing and be eating it. It's weird. You know, people ask, like, what does it taste like? I don't know that ever applies to anything. It's protein. All of these things, different things, they're protein. You know, this is not like a plant. Yes, it is protein from a different type of animal, but most of these animals have red blood, just like us, and their muscles work in pretty much the same way. It's just protein. So I don't know why all of these, it would taste like the seasonings that you put in it. That's why we put seasoning and salt into food, because without it, it doesn't really taste that good. So it's gonna taste like whatever seasonings you put into it. It's not gonna have its own, for me, I don't know why there's an expectation that this thing would taste anything different than beef that is cooked in a similar way, or chicken that is cooked in a similar way. And I really don't think that it tastes like chicken, because beef doesn't taste like chicken. So I don't know how people say all these different things taste like chicken when they should probably taste like beef. Most of these different things that we eat, they are animals, as in mammals, and they're not birds. So even though all of these different things, yeah, I was saying that they all are protein, I would imagine that, well, it's not me imagining. Chicken doesn't taste like beef, and beef doesn't taste like chicken. So all these other things that are more beef-like than bird or chicken-like should taste like beef. I don't know why they would taste like chicken. It's like ham. What does ham taste like? Ham does not taste like chicken. Ham more than likely tastes a little bit more like beef. So I don't think everything tastes like chicken. What? I don't know. I don't know where that came out from. Anyway, do I hope to kill anything in the future? I do not. I hope never to be in that position. If I have to, if we are in that position where there's some kind of post-apocalyptic world and I happen to survive, I am not nuked or something, I hope that I am able to do what's necessary to survive well. I don't think I have too many more decades ahead of me in life. So seems pretty unlikely that I would survive or survive too long in the post-apocalyptic world. Yeah, we'll see how that goes, but I haven't killed much and I hope not to start. So you can like, you can subscribe, or you can comment. And of course, you don't have to do any of that stuff, but I wish you would. Peace.